I'm really curious about the sugar.
Hmm.
Gosh, I've also dealt with sugar addiction as well. So
Yeah.
I've been clean for like 2.5 years now, and it was really hard to quit. But
No
you
sugar
know,
at all?
no sugar at all. Yep.
Wow.
I
Dude, how did you do
it's a
it?
it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Like versus drugs, versus alcohol, versus porn. It was like this is by far the hardest, and it took 2 years of just like oh, I'm gonna do this today. Today's the day. Today's the day. Over and over again. And there was times where I even got to
Hmm.
like I got to 4 months at one point, and uh, I slipped back, and so it's a brutal addiction, man, and it affects lots of folks for sure. So what
Did
is
you go
that?
by
What is
step by
your
step? Sorry, did you hear
like you
me?
mean like in a program? Yeah, you mean like in a program sense, or kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what do you
Like,
mean
what
by
was
a step?
did you just quit it cold turkey, or did you like, okay, only one sweet today, maybe one sweet every 2 days, one sweet every week? Was it like that, or was it just cold turkey?
So that is the way to do it. What Lloyd just said, guys. That's how you want to quit an addiction. I did it on. I did it cold turkey. Like every day, I'm like, I swore it off forever. I was like, I can never touch this again.
Uh-huh.
And it became just a mental. I think that's maybe why it took so long because I didn't do it like wisely. I just try to like grind through it every
Hmm.
time. And because of that, like it almost became like traumatic. I'd be like, because it was just such a to B difference. So I think doing that is that's what I
Uh-huh.
suggest to people doing trying to quit now is to do like like I'm only gonna do it once a week, or I'm gonna stop once a week. Once that gets easy, I'm gonna stop twice a week, and then just slowly build up from there until it becomes like just an everyday habit. That's
Hmm.
what I think is the best way to do it.
My sugar addiction is like basically every night I just like crave sweets. And I think that's because, for a long time I smoked weed at night. And then when I would smoke weed, I would get the munchies and I would want to have some snacks. And so now I think that's just kind of like ingrained into my system where it's like I want sweets, when I when
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with work and I'm about to go to bed, I want like I started searching around the house for it, like, and if it's not there, I'll go to a gas station and get it or something like that. Like that's kind of like my sugar addiction at this point.
Okay. What are some of your go-to sweets?
Dude, the
If you're on an
worst.
island.
The worst. I really like
Or
I really like these Hostess Twinkies, but they're not Twinkies. They're like mini
you're a snack cake
cupcakes.
guy.
It's like the most processed
Okay.
thing in the world, dude. It's literally like your body can't even digest this. This is what I'm putting in my body for sure.
Right.
But I really like those.
Okay.
Really into those.
Yeah, those are the snacks that they say save in case there's an apocalypse because they'll never go bad and you can eat them for like the rest of your life. If you've ever
I
seen
bet.
you've seen what is it, Zombieland?
I saw bits of that movie.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, like the Twinkies are a big theme of that because they're like trying to find the last Twinkie storage that's surviving from the apocalypse.
Oh
Okay, so
God.
Twinkies,
And
and
they'll be.
what do you experience when you eat sugar, like the after effects, I guess.
I don't know. It's just like I start craving it, and then once I get it and I eat a few things, like I still want it a little bit, but not that much. And usually, like I'm afraid about it upsetting my stomach, so I only eat enough so it won't upset my stomach too much. Um, which is a very dicey game that I play,
Mm.
playing with fire. But yeah, after I've eaten a little bit, I kind of get my fix, and then I go to bed, and the next morning I wake up and it starts all over again.
It's something that if you did want to quit and really like focus on it, I mean, the changes have been unreal. Like sleep's improved 100%. I'm never tired. My
Hmm.
energy is just like this all day long. And then the best part is there's no
Wow.
cravings. So at the end of the night, I'm not like, oh, I need that fix. I'm just like, I'll eat some like ground turkey, put a little sea salt on it, and I'll be like totally satiated. Oh, it's like,
Wow. I want to get to your level, man. I want to
oh,
get
you
there.
will,
That's great. The
you
energy
will.
level sounds great because it does fluctuate. Around like
Okay.
4 p.m., I will crash and I'll crash hard. But a lot of
Mm,
times I have calls during that time,
sure.
so I'll drink caffeine to kind of pick me back up a little bit. I'm not a big caffeine drinker, so I'll just take like, if I just have like a sip of coffee, like that's more than enough
Yeah.
for me.
Okay.
But I notice I do crash around like hard in the afternoon. I get very tired.
That's about the time. Yep, the glycogen storages go depleted, and they need that up again, and so yeah, the cravings begin. And yeah, I think too,
But you
like
don't get
you
that?
said, like no.
Wow.
It's
So
it's
cool.
crazy. Yeah, I'm just chilling throughout the day, and um, I think another really cool thing too is that there's no more mood swings. So I know I used to get really like irritable at like certain points of the day, and yeah, if I'm like irritable, it's because I'm just like there's just something like within that I haven't resolved yet. It's not so much like due to the fluctuations in blood sugar or whatever. So so yeah, it's definitely something. Is have you like tried to quit or yeah, a
Yes.
lot?
So I went for a month actually. I was pretty good for a month. For when I was having my stomach problems, I just felt awful all the time. And so really the only things that I was eating was like very basic food. I ate a lot of bone broth. I ate a
Okay.
lot of sweet potatoes and ground turkey because I just
Nice.
was I'd read so many things online that like everything can irritate your gut. So like I ate
For
really
sure.
just basic foods. Like the one thing that people say consistently that like was fine was like bone broth is pretty good. I tried going vegan, but I found that eating a lot of plants, like a lot of greens, like just really messed me up, man. Like I was eating so much of that stuff every day, and I wasn't really eating meat, and I just like the
Okay.
raw greens. I felt like would really mess me up. It made my problem worse, so I stopped doing
Whoa.
that. But
Interesting.
I tried to eat like basic food groups every day, and I didn't eat sugar or salt that entire for a whole month. I didn't eat sugar or salt.
How'd you feel?
I didn't feel good during that time because my stomach issues were bad, but because I felt so bad, I was like, well, I'm not even going to feel good if I eat sugar anyway, so I might as well just not give it up and see if it helps. I don't know if it helped that much, but I went for a month without it.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I'd be curious to see what like no sugar would do to your gut, just because I know like they play a role together for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I would like to do it now. I think the gut problems I was having back then was like a mental or like a anxiety related thing. So
Oh, okay.
now if I tried it and where my gut's better, I think it would probably be more useful. Because I've heard this too. I read a book where this guy who coached Michael Jordan, he recommends that all of his athletes get on a non-sugar diet.
Okay.
He doesn't have them eat any sugar, and their energy levels, like you said, he says that their energy levels all go up and they remain constant.
For sure. And I bet it affects their mental clarity too when they're on the court because they don't have that fog and they can just ball. Yeah, that's crazy.